this is what they do. This is their they can't talk at the minute. Can't talk. So I'm paying these lawyers a lot of money to then not take their advice. But then really the public did deserve more. It was it was just a hard period. I didn't deal with it great, but I apologise, and I do regret the way I felt, the bitterness and the anger.
It's no surprise.
And that's what I want to be for my son. With everything that was going on, I struggled to be that, because I struggled to look at my son, and I feel like I'd let him down. And there's nothing I could do to change it. And my missus, there's nothing I could do to change it. I feel like I'd let everyone down. So I couldn't even be with my son. I couldn't even look my son in the eyes and feel okay. But now obviously, it's all now. I'm now back to being, his dad.
Is there something that this experience has taught you?
What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, we just heard there from Conor Benn, and I'm going to say this off the rip, yeah. I've been saying this for a while. I ain't got a clue if he's guilty or innocent. I will call it when I see him come back. Yeah, if he comes, because listen, all I know is I go based on the evidence. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. What I do know is we've seen him in there, life and death, with some French Donny called Paynoud. Life and death, 50-50. Fair play. Listen, Conor Benn didn't jack, but he was 50-50 in there. Next thing we know, he comes back. Now, it might be his man strength. I think he's only 24. I think he fought Paynoud at like 20. So it might be his man strength coming on. And that's what I'm saying. I'm going to reserve complete judgment. Now, if he comes back here and he looks flat and his shots ain't popping like they was popping, then it's one of them ones. Obviously, he was doing some extras on the side. But that for me is going to be that's when we'll know. I guess some people will argue, oh, he's just got a better scientist and whatever else. I don't know about all that. I'm going to wait and see. You'd think VADA, and bearing in mind, before this happened, I'd have told you that, listen, these top athletes don't get popped. I'd have told you there's some sort of inside job with the UCAD and BBPOC. The fact of the matter is, they're on this guy now. The public's on this guy. So, they're going to be on this guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if he comes back and he looks great still, then I'm going to clear him that he wasn't doing nothing. If he comes back and looks flat, he was juiced out of his mind. Because we've seen it before. Look at Vitor Belfort, yeah? Vitor Belfort was in the UFC, juiced off his Nelly, smoking people. He comes off and can't hold a shot to save his life. And can't punch for nothing. So, it should be night and day. Especially as he's intending on increasing his competition. I'm not saying Chris Algieri and the other guy are all that yet, but if Conor Benn's going up the ranks and still looking strong, I don't see how we can say he's guilty. And listen, end of the day, man, he's a team light skin breeder, and we ain't got many left right now. So I'm having to scrape the barrel a bit here and backtrack. But nah, obviously, again, if he comes out and looks flat, then he was juiced out of his mind. And this interview is, well, you've seen the title. I mean, as far as this interview goes, it was a bit of a confession. Now, most people have led with the sorry part. The sorry he was apologising clearly for the way he acted, in as much as he would have preferred to have come out and spoke early. He would have preferred to have taken the YB's advice for free and spoken off the rip. Instead, he paid a whole bunch of goofy lawyers to let him sit there and say nothing. It's just messy. Anyway, that's what he was apologising for. He was apologising for the way he acted after and saying he don't want to come back to the UK. That isn't really the story here. Yeah, it might get some headlines. Yeah, I probably might run with it myself. But the story here is what we just heard a second ago. Oh, I can't look my son or my wife in the eye. Why not? Yeah, if I'm innocent, I'm looking him straight in the eye. Yeah? This is a fix. I'm being set up. Son. Obviously, his son can't speak and isn't conscious yet. But I'll be sitting there, theoretically speaking, and saying, listen, son, when you know something's the truth, you ride or die with it. Yeah? If I never box again, defending this, so be it. Bear in mind, he's already got money in the bank and whatever else. That's how I'd be thinking. Now, we're going to play a clip in a minute. In fact, I should probably do that. But what I'm getting at is, man, when people... I don't get where he's coming from here. Now, I've never really been in a situation where my innocence or guilt... Normally I like to reserve comment. In my past life, I've commented on things about people's lives. and then I've experienced it myself and thought, okay, I was wrong. Do you know what I mean? So unless I've actually experienced something, I don't really like to make a comment, but I'm going to comment anyway. That's my job. So, I don't know. If I'm innocent, yeah, and I know I ain't done nothing wrong, why wouldn't you look your wife and your son in the eye? I don't understand that one. That implies some guilt or whatever. I can't fathom that. Even though I haven't experienced it, I still can't fathom it. I can't fathom how I'm innocent, but I can't look at my wife or my son or whatever. I don't see the angle there. F the public. These are the people closest to you. If the public think I'm guilty and I'm innocent, what are you going to do about that? Apart from show your family that you're 100. Now, if you're in there and you're sketchy and anxious, why? Because you've been caught slipping. That's the logical explanation here. Do you know what I mean? Like, Conor Benn's he's not a weak dude, so I don't understand why he'd be sketching out if he knows he's innocent. People sketch out when you know you're about to get pinched. That's what I'd be thinking anyway. Oh, they're coming for me. They're on my neck. And let's not forget as well, this is something that many people have overlooked, yeah, is that Dr. Al-Shabab. Yeah, that goofy doctor. The one that worked with Tyson Fury, who got popped. The one who worked with Conor Benn. He was all in the video, deleting his profile. Don't forget that as well. Deleting his profile, doing this, doing that. Yeah, these UCAD guys ain't no good. I know how to beat the system. Let's not forget that, people. Conor Benn was patterned up with that guy, Dr. Al-Shabab. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's no smoke without fire, and then you can't look your kids in the eye, and Dr. Al-Shabab in the video. You know, it's one of them ones. But again, there were low levels found, so maybe he's going to come back and keep lighting the world up. If we see him going life and death with pain out again, then it's a wrap for him. Anyway, I don't want to finish there because I've mentioned Tyson Fury, and you'll see why it's relevant in a minute. Let's go and watch this next part with this dude. Where is it? Here we go.
Wouldn't have known before that you can now impart to him when he's of age and going through tough times? Like, what's the lesson in this that you can impart to your young son?
Stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself.
Stay true to yourself, but you can't look me in the eye, Dad. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is a sketch. Yeah, if you're staying true to yourself, listen, I'm innocent, son. This is what you do when you're innocent. Puff your chest out. No doubt about it. Not, looking to the left, looking to the right. Can't look missus in the eye because I know I've been doing the moody eggs.
And when you go through adversity, listen to the people closest to you. I didn't listen. It was the end of the world. It was the end of the line for me. And, you know, I've done things I never...
Again, it's the end of the line for me. Why would it be the end? And this is the problem when people lie like Bill Clinton, yeah? When you're lying, things just slip out. You don't even... You have to be proper deep, like super deep, to be able to completely manage the language you're using. Let's replay it one more time. Get them bars.
I didn't listen. It was the end of the world. It was the end of the line for me. And, you know, I've done things I never should have done.
Why would it be the end of the line for you if you're innocent? I just don't get that one. Like, we've seen documentaries, yeah, of dudes in jail for 20 years, pleading their innocence, that get released. You don't hear them saying it's the end of the line. They're in there fighting. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you can argue Conor Benn's fought back, but he had to do that. Do you know what I mean? One of them ones. There's people been in jail who could have been released if they admitted their crimes, who continue pleading their innocence. That there is something to... You know what I mean? Like,
listen, it was the end of the world. It was the end of the line for me.
End of the world, end of the line for me. Yeah, if you've been doing the moody eggs, it is. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what being... And he just said a second ago, I tell my son to be true to himself. Which is it then? Is it be true to yourself and be strong whilst you're spending 20 years in jail, effectively? Or is it, end of the world? And, you know, I understand, even guilty people can feel like it's the end of the world. Sorry. I guess innocent people could also feel like the end of the world, but I don't get that. If I'm innocent, I'm innocent. It's not like Conor Benn's got bills to pay in that sense. You know what I mean? Like, he's bossed up with an AP on his wrist. So, it's not like... It's different. If you're in some job, yeah, and you get accused of something and lose your job and can't pay your rent, I get that. It's the end of the world. This guy bossed up. Bunch of coins in the bank. What's the end of the world about if you're innocent? Hey, listen, it's a blip in my life. I'm going to get the lawyers. I'm going to sort this out. No problem. I'm innocent. It only appears to be the end if you've been caught slipping. Oh, I've messed up.
And, you know, I've done things I never should have done. I've responded the way I never should have responded. I was down and out. I was broken. There was no return. And I didn't listen to nobody. You know, I'll tell my son, you will go through things in life. You will go through adversities in life, whether it's your fault or it's not. You're gonna hit a wall.
This guy adversities. Stop it, Conor.
And the hardest fight is life. In the ring, it's nothing. In the ring, it's easy. In a ring, what's a boxing match? What's me versus another man? What's hard is you fighting the man upstairs that never leaves you. That's what's hard.
Not the mental health, people. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You talk about the things that you shouldn't have said, or the emotional reaction that you had. What are some of the things that, if you had to take them back, if you had a chance to do it again, maybe you wouldn't have said this, or you wouldn't have done that?
Just my mental state. My mental state. Where I let my mind get to.
Here we go.
Actions is in just the way out of character for me. You know, just angry, and I was just angry all the time. Do you know what? It's like that. It's like mourning. It's like, have you ever mourned someone?
Yes.
It's like mourning. I was mourning my career. I went through all the stages. Having panic attacks at night.
Oh, stop it.
And then I think, like, when I'm in panic attacks, I mean waking up just, you know, dripping sweat, like sweat, the bed sheets soaked to sweat. Like, and I think to myself, how bad have you got to be?
Oh, stop.
In winter, the sheets all wet.
This guy.
Or, you know, just to let myself, I lost control of myself.
Lost his head.
I mean, talking about...
So, Conor Benn, he taking the time. And this is what I mean, like, people say, oh, YB, you know, mental health. Yeah, listen, Tyson Fury, man. Tyson Fury made his own problems. Yeah, in as much as he got popped for the boar meat. And then he fell off. It was all a bit, you know what I mean? It wasn't, people don't understand it, how it actually went down. People think that, oh, Tyson was, yeah, he was champion and then, no, he was champion, he popped for boar meat, yeah? And then I lost my head. You know what I mean? It was almost like that's how he came back. On the basis of, I lost my head. Not, I was juiced, and I got popped. Yeah? With a boar meat. And even that story is a mad story. The farmers come out and said, oh, Tyson Fury paid me 25 grand. And then no doubt when Kinahan touched him, I made it up. Like, who does that? What farmer would come out, and say, he paid me 25 bags to say it was boar meat, and then retract it? It's messy. The whole thing's messy. Anyway, what I'm getting at is, Tyson Fury set the blueprint here. Yeah? I mean, it's not... Conor Benn the first one. He won't be the last either. In fact, every year it becomes more of a thing. The anxiety got me and this got me. Come on, bro. Stop it, man. I don't buy it myself. It's convenient. I can't sleep. Yeah, you popped. That's what happens when you get caught slipping. And you got a case. That's what having a case is about. There's no need to... Now, I'm not trying to downplay how he may have been feeling, but it's kind of cause and effect. Now, no one... Allegedly, people... You can't control your anxiety, yeah, but... I don't know, man. Listen, I ain't in his head. I'm not going to say what's going on in his head yet, but I think it's cap. Truth be known. If I was to bet, I think he's big capping, man. This guy ain't got nothing to be anxious about, apart from the fact that he's been caught slipping. You know what I mean? And that's one of them ones. That's something that you've... I guess to be fair, even if you have brought it on yourself, I've brought things on myself. It don't make you... But again, he didn't different... This guy in a whole different situation, man. You know what I mean? Like... Things are relative to where you're at. Yeah? If you're... And that's why I didn't have no sympathy for Tyson Fury, man. What Tyson Fury got to be anxious about? Apart from the fact he got caught slipping. You know what I mean? It's a bit like... I don't know, you get a case for doing some sort of crime. And you're anxious about it. Well, what are you going to do about that? You know what I mean? Like, that's cause and effect, no? If I punch myself in the head and it hurts, what are you going to do? Equally, though, I do also understand that, to be fair to Conor, it doesn't really matter what's rational or what makes sense. If you lost your head, you lost your head. Do you know what I mean? But I don't believe it, man. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. That's how I feel. I feel this is a narrative that's been spun. Because they're all coming out of it now. Like Kell Brook, let's not forget that one as well. I passed Kell Brook the game, yeah? Different stuff. Kell Brook was bang on it. And that video of him just railing it up, feeling himself. And then he comes out and says, oh, it was a joke. And then 2 weeks later, after you see the YB video, I lost my head. I've been down bad. I'm getting help. You know what I mean? Like, be consistent, man. Don't be messy with it. Now, to be fair, this might have been Conor Benn's one of his first interviews, but I don't know, you tell me, it's been 6 months, yeah? I didn't hear nothing about no anxiety. It might be the case that he's relaxed now and he feels good to talk about it, but if I was to bet, he just told you earlier he's paid $1 million lawyers, yeah? You think the $1 million lawyers and consultants don't tell him, come out and get some sympathy from the public. And if you look at the comment section of this video, people are in there, it's so good of him to be able to talk about his struggle. Come on, people, what struggles? What struggles are there? Yeah? In a big house, healthy kids, missus. What more do you? Do you know what I mean? What more do you want? You know, I'm not sure. You know, we've got to draw the line somewhere here. Yeah, we've got to draw the line somewhere. Not everyone. You know what I mean? Not everyone. Otherwise, what we might as well do, yeah. All of us come out then. Let's everyone just come out. We've all got. What I'm saying is, yeah. People are overplaying this card now. That's how I feel. Especially celebrities who really got nothing. They got nothing to be anxious about, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna call it a spade. Unless there's some weird ritual things they be doing, maybe that's got a bit sketchy, yeah. But apart from any weirdo stuff that they be doing, there's nothing to be anxious about. I'm calling it now. Calling a spade. Yeah. Bottom line, I don't believe it. I don't believe no celebrity, yeah, who's got money in the bank, whose life's sorted. Now, fair enough, if you split with your missus or your kids are sick, I get that. That's a real thing. You popping because you've been working with Dr. Al-Shabab. That's on you, bro. Yeah, that's something I feel as a man. Like, if I get caught for a crime or doing something, yeah, that's something you suck it up, man. That's how I feel on this one. You suck it up. You've been caught and you suck it up. Yeah? You feel guilty. You can't look your son in the eye, so you suck it up on that one. This is on me, this one. Yeah, let me not let me not try and ease the public down with my mental health. You suck it up, 100%. Bottom line. Anyway, the last thing I'll say is, at the end of this interview, I mean, a lot of people said, the interview wasn't bad, but I mean, there is some questions. I would have liked Radio Raheem to have asked Conor about Dr. Al-Shabab, truth be known. Say to Dr. Al-Shabab, or say to Conor, sorry, I want someone to sit down with Conor, yeah, play him the video of Dr. Al-Shabab saying, oh yeah, I work with Tyson Fury and Conor Benn and we got the best juice and I'm patting him up nice. I want to see the video, I want to see Conor Benn's reaction to that. Do you not see now? And let's not also forget, yeah, Dr. Al-Shabab, he started removing his Instagram. That is sketch behaviour, people. Don't make no sense. So an innocent man deleted all his social media. The innocent man connected to Conor Benn deleted all. Why? He's innocent. Someone needs to question him on that. And Conor Benn, in his interview, said towards the end, look at, what's his name? Tony. I forgot his trainer's second name now. But Tony, the guy's name's Tony something. Look at Tony. Tony's never had no one juiced in his camp. This, that, the other, and rah, 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 rah. Yeah, mention Tony, but why didn't you mention the doctor he was working with? That's the question. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Again, the jury's out. We'll have to wait and see how he comes back. I don't know what to believe anymore. The team Lighty in me hopes that he's innocent, truth be known, because we need something. We need something right now. We need something bad right now. We need something that's on top right now. There's no doubt about that one. But apart from that, if he's guilty, he's guilty. I'm not even sure we'll even know. And the fact he's apologising and said he wants to come back to the UK, I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Is it the case that, if I was to bet, I think the BBBOC might be folding to some extent? Or Conor Benn's just desperate to make the UK coins? I don't know. Time will tell. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and let off the bell 100%. Not that bad.